Hello and welcome back to the Beautiful Things channel. I'm recording today on my phone because I'm so out of practice vlogging that I completely forgot to bring my camera with me, and today is a really important day for this particular series. So this is probably part 2 now? Yeah, part 2 of the why I closed my studio space down and moved to the house, whatever I've called this series. I don't know what I've called this series. This is before I've even done anything with it. But I thought I'd come in today and film because we've got no classes this afternoon and we are currently in the midst of a giant declutter, getting rid of all of the stuff that we're not going to use and that I know I don't want to keep, which is a mammoth task if you bear in mind we've been here for nearly 12 years now. So tomorrow we are having a massive jumble sale, so I will video some of it because obviously people will just assume that I'm vlogging again and they'll think they're going to see it, but I will do some of it. But let me just show you how much stuff we've got, and then I'm going to put this camera on time lapse while Sandra and I set up for the jumble sale. And just when I thought I'd got to the bottom of it, I got all of these boxes delivered today. These are from one of our lovely customers, Michelle, who's also having a clear out. So she's dropped all those off for us to sell on her behalf. We've got boxes of magazines. We've got boxes of patterns. We've got baskets and full boxes full of beads. There's boxes of yarn. Elspeth has dropped off a load of her kits that she doesn't want anymore. There's samples. There's card making things. There's, I don't even know. Oh, that's Sandra's stuff that she's brought in from home. So it's breeding. So it's going to be an absolute mission getting this all out. But you can see how we get on in a minute. Blimey O'Reilly. This is like Stacey Solomon, sort your life out. So these are all samples of things we used to do for classes, which are going. You've got haberdashery corner over here, buttons, embroidery, scrap packs, fabrics, trims, loads of sewing patterns, magazines, books, some lovely books actually in here, some that I won't be letting go for next to nothing. Look, Gertie, really nice books. More magazines. I think I'm just going to give the magazines away. I don't want any money for those. They need to just be got rid of. These are all of Elspeth's lovely felting kits. Again, these won't be going for cheap either. She's going to have the money for those. All of this crafting stuff. This whole bench is crafting. There's kids crafting. There's beading. Polystyrene shapes. Rubber stamping. Some of these rubber stamps in these boxes are brand new. Loads of scrapbooking papers, punches, more scrapbooking papers, piles and piles of card. I'm going to put some clothes on here that are going. This is Yarny corner. So again, lots of knitty things, scrap bags over there, and then more overflow craft things. We've got loads of needle felting, Fimo, all sorts. So let's see how we go tomorrow. Let's hope when I come back to you, this room is considerably emptier. So it's now Monday, and I realised when I left you on Friday I was going to video the jumble sale and how busy it was, and no one would know why I was videoing, but I was just going to video. Did I? No, sorry. I'll put some pictures up here while I'm chatting so you can see kind of how we got it all set up and things like that. It was really, really good. There was people queuing outside about 10 to 10, which was wonderful. They all came in. Everyone was in really good spirits. Everybody took away lots of things. And I think probably we were about 50% of the stuff that we put out went, which was great. But we have still got quite a bit left. There's a few things that are quite high value, I would argue, so I think I'm going to try putting those on eBay and Facebook Marketplace over the next couple of weeks, and then the rest of it really is Jumble. So we've left it all out on the tables here. We're going to have it out for a week so people can come and help themselves. We've put an honesty box out because I really don't care what it goes for. It really is something I don't want to keep anymore, and when it hasn't gone, or whatever hasn't gone at the end of this week, I think I'm going to take down to the Pyramid Centre, which is a place that was set up quite some time ago as a resource centre for schools and nurseries and things like that to go in and pick up crafty bits and bobs that they can upcycle and make and reuse. So I think that's probably the best place for it to go, rather than it just going to the charity shops, because I know that so many charity shops just don't accept stuff like that. So let me show you what I've set up. So there's a table here of all of our samples that need to find new homes. And then up here we've got a couple of big boxes. There's fabric packs in here. There's yarny bits in here. There's buttons, there's trim, there's all sorts. There's crafty bits and bobs. More fabrics, knitting needles, Fimo, crafty bits and bobs. And then all of the magazines and patterns in the big boxes here, and just for an honesty. But let me show you unit 2, just to show you how much clearer it is. Sandra's just set up for a class this morning, but you can see it is so much clearer. I can breathe, and when I look around this room now, what was very daunting as to where on earth was I going to put everything isn't quite so daunting anymore. It might look it to you, but I know that most of these boxes are empty, which is great. So these shelving units will go. Obviously we'll keep some of the sewing machines, but some of those will get sold off too. These dining room chairs are going to become my new dining room chairs at home. And my art shelves are really depleted, and most of that, if it hasn't been used up by the time we move out, it will get packed up into boxes and I'll take it home, because a lot of that is my own personal stash. So yeah, I don't feel anywhere near as daunted as I did by the whole thing, and now I've still got a good 3 months yet at this point to shift some of this fabric and some of this haberdashery. Makes me feel much lighter. So Sandra and I are just setting up. Tomorrow we have a children's one-day sewing course, and as we were threading up, I was thinking to myself, do you know what, this will be the last kids class I do, probably, because I don't think I'm going to be doing kids classes in the future. And Sandra said something really interesting. What did you say, Sandra?
I said, I think I'm on holiday.
No. You said,
oh,
there'll be no young fashion designer next year. And I said, oh, that would be a shame. Maybe we should hire a hall. And you said...
That's when I said, I think I'm on holiday.
And then I said, oh no, but I'm on holiday that week. We do love teaching the kids, honestly, and young fashion designer was great fun this year. But neither of us want to do it again, do we? It's really hard work. But yeah, so we're still having a laugh here, even though we're making great headway clearing everything out, which is great. We've only got a week tomorrow, before I speak to the landlord. So we'll see what he has to say. Hello and welcome back to another BTHQ vlog. Part and process of moving out of the studio is moving myself into my shed and cabin at the end of the garden, and that means finding storage for the things that are in there in the house. So I should have started this just before I moved all the furniture, but I didn't. So I want to show you my conservatory. This is my conservatory and my big desk was here. We've just moved it temporarily. As you can see, there's stuff all over the place. And we're going to be getting rid of this wardrobe, aka my laundry room. Now, Brian is here today. Say hello, Brian.
Hello!
Brian is Sandra's lovely hubby. And he's going to build me a big wardrobe here with my tumble dryer in it. So there's a nice laundry room and a lovely big bench along here that I can work from. But it's going to be nice and high. So underneath we can have cupboards to store some of my partner's things that currently live down there. So let's see how we go. Good morning. It is Sunday the 11th of November. So it's been about a week since Brian started work on all my cabinets and things. And as you can see behind me, it's nearly done. I will show you it in a bit more detail. Last night was the Brentwood Business Awards and I felt like a bit of a fraud actually, because I'd been nominated in 2 categories for the Brentwood Business Awards, for a Customer Service Award and also the People's Choice Award. And I'd got down to the finalists. So we went to the award ceremony last night, which was really good. It was lovely. But I did feel like a bit of a fraud. I didn't actually win, which is probably a good thing because I'm not going to be a Brentwood business after January. I'll be based in Billericay. So if anyone knows of the Billericay Business Awards, let me know. Today I have a day at home. It's Saturday and I'm planning on going down to my home studio, which is where I film anyway. And I'm going to be filming all of our Advent surprise sew-along. So I've got a busy day ahead of me. And then I'll show you what's what in here now. And then I think, coupled with what's on my phone, there's probably enough footage to give you a second video of kind of the process of packing things up. So let me just spin you around. Hello, Poppy. So yes, we've got cabinets here. These have had their first coat of paint. The plan is, I don't know if I can open this, hang on. Oh, it's got no handles on it. Oh no, it's stuck up. Oh no, there we go. Ooh, here we go. So this is my new laundry cupboard where my tumble dryer is. We've got room for all the baskets. Yes, Poppy, I know, it's very exciting. And here is the new speaker cabinet. So there's a big trough in there with a tail for the speakers to go, for my partner's speakers, Ricky's speakers to go, and then big cupboards here that open up. So hopefully this will clear some of the space that's currently being used down there for storage. So we'll see how we go. Very old school, I know, but today I am measuring all of the units and my printer and my cupboards and things that I want to take to my home space. I've drawn a grid of my home space with the measurements so I can make all these lovely little pieces that are all the right size, so I can have a little play around at my new layout. But I've hit a stumbling block already because I haven't worked out where the door is and the window to work out where I can place things along this wall. So back home with my measuring stick and I'll carry on with this later. Brian's finished all the cabinets and as you can see we're going to be moving Ricky's decks out here. More moving being done today. We're moving Ricky's decks out of the living room and we're going to put my desk back in the living room. We're also moving all of these units out of our lounge. We're going to be selling these and moving the units from the home studio into here to make room for the units in the home studio. Now the mission comes to empty this guy. We'll put him in our living room and then get all of these ball games up into my son's room. This is all sewing stuff. This is all staying. Cutting table's been wheeled over here. Get that lot off the wall and then start to move in some of the furniture from BTHQ. This Galax unit has gone from living in my conservatory to living in my lounge to living back in my conservatory to living out here to now going back into my lounge. It is the gift that keeps on giving. This vlog is a shambles. A couple of video clips ago I said to you, oh, I think I've got enough footage for a new video, and then I uploaded it to my computer and realised I had about a minute, so that's a lie. I've then picked the camera up here and there and wherever and just done various bits on my phone. And yeah, the only reason I'm talking to you on the proper camera now is because I've just filmed a video for my YouTube channel. So I am making really good progress. BTHQ is really coming together now. It's starting to get to the point where the only things that are still there are shop stock and things that I'm going to be bringing back here with me at some point. And a lot of the pieces of furniture have either gone to new homes or have been shortlisted to go to new homes. So I do really feel that I'm getting somewhere with BTHQ, which is good because actually we've only got another 4 weeks of trading before we close doors. That's gone really quickly. Home studio, it doesn't look like it's getting there, but it is. Let me turn you around and I'll show you. So excuse the mess on the desk. I've just been filming a video with my Cricut, but as you'll see if I turn you round, all of Ricky's soundproofing has been taken down off the wall. I need to just give that a lick of paint, which is good. All of his bits are still piled up in the corner, but that's okay. They're making their way out and they're not going to be fully evicted until January, so that's good. They're just in the corner. We'll pretend we can't see them. My cutting table isn't really usable at the moment, although it will be very quickly. These white baskets are actually empty. They're going in the house and they're going into Izzy's bedroom, which is fine. I've got a moving blanket on the top just so that it doesn't damage my cutting mat. These 4 boxes are sorted and they are things that are staying there. The 4 cubbies on the other side are empty currently, and the 3 cubbies, or 4 cubbies because that box goes in there, are also sorted. I know what's in there. They're things I'm keeping, which is great. Stuff down here again is sorted. It's things I'm keeping. There's just no shelves, as you will see. These shelves have now made their way into my living room and they look lovely. I'll take you in there and show you in a minute. Really pleased with that. And at the moment, this bit of the studio looks kind of as you're used to it being. I'm still undecided if I'm keeping this one or not. I need to do my little table plan a bit more and decide whether I'm going to keep that one or not. If I do, it won't be there. It will probably end up over there. I'm also still undecided whether I'm going to keep my shelves up here or not. It seems silly to take them down, but at the same point I can only put certain height things, so I need to do my floor plan a bit more. But all of those board games this weekend are going to make their way indoors into my kids' bedroom, so that will free up those shelves. I do know that this desk is going. I'm going to be putting bench underneath both the windows to allow to be seating space for people to work. But yeah, so it looks carnage, but actually this is a really good work in progress. We're actually in a really good place and I don't feel overwhelmed and I don't feel too daunted. So the cupboards are all finished, as you can see. His lordship's set up. We've even put the cat tree on the side so the cats can come in through the window, which they like to do. They can go right up the top here, all the way along, and they've got a basket up on the top of the cupboard. That was Ricky's idea. We decided to keep this unit that was in our lounge. That's now gone in the corner. We're going to get some baskets for that. Yeah, ignore this mess. It'll be sorted. And then through to the living room. Hello, Poppy. Oh no, hello, Gizmo. This is the old unit from my studio, and this is one of the other units from my studio, so they've both been brought in. And then we've put all of Ricky's vinyl up here and a few little bits and bobs, so that looks nice. Really pleased with that. I think it's actually really effective. And then my desk has made its way back in under the stairs. It's a mess because I'm in the middle of working. And then you might recognise this little cabinet. This has made its way over from BTHQ and it fits in really nicely there as a bit of an extension to the desk area. So really pleased with how things are coming along. So
So regardless of how much content is actually on this camera and on my phone and how much of a shambles this video is, I am going to finish it here so that this will be the part 2 video of why I closed my studio, because I think really there's just a lot more sorting and things to be done over the next couple of weeks. Nothing major that you're going to need to see, and then we can kind of get to the end of December, we can have our closing party and our closing gatherings, and you can start to see the process of emptying the studio and bringing it all in here and getting it all sorted. So I'll say bye for now, but it won't be long. There'll be another video on part 3 of this series coming really soon. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all again soon. Bye.